name's Helen, this is my channel, Helen Mary Jo. If you're new here, then welcome. If you're returning, thank you. And if you're a house bell, hello. Just a name for the people that follow me and like the channel. I'm nearly up to 18,000, and I'm sure there's some mean people out there who subscribe and unsubscribe and subscribe and unsubscribe because the numbers are just bouncing like that at the moment. But you know what, hopefully I'll be at 18,000 for Christmas and I'll be very, very happy. But if I'm not, I'm not. I'm still very grateful for all the lovely, loyal and engaged support that this channel's got. I do feel like we have a real community here. And as you know, I acknowledge and try and answer. I do read every single comment, I do. And I have done, and I mean, that's thousands and thousands now. And I have answered everyone, or at least acknowledged it. If it's after a holiday or something, then I heart it, as in, you know, that means thank you, but just for time, because I don't want to get behind on that. And, you know, my family are like, Mum, no one else does that. And I say, and it's how I feel, that if you've taken the trouble to comment, then I should take the trouble to answer. But obviously it's can be quite a big task. Anyway, you know, that's the job I've signed up for. So, and as you all know, this has grown beyond my wildest dreams. And I'm very happy about it and I really enjoy it. And I love the fact that we've got such a community, you know, and I recognise many of your names now. And the fact that it's all over the world just knocks my socks off. Anyway, we're really leading up to Christmas now, aren't we? You know, I think I'm organised. How people cope that don't do stuff ahead of time, I do not know, because as you know, I started prepping months ago. Well, at least a couple of months ago. And I still feel now that I'm chasing my tail. But of course, that's because typically me, I am adding things into the mix. So I want to get the Roman blind made before Christmas. Why? I don't know. I just do. And I want the hall cushion replacement cover made before Christmas. And I'll prioritise that because Mum's in the downstairs bedroom at Christmas. And, you know, she'll see the new blind when it's made. But if I get time, I will make it and I will do my best to film it, although that's not that easy because I'm not professional. And, you know, it kind of does add another kind of challenge into the mix to film it, but I will do my best. Anyway, I hope you're all well. I hope you're all up to date with your plans, whatever they are, big or small. I mean, I know as we get older, I think it's ironic, isn't it? Because I think it probably gets less. I think you probably have to do less because, you know, you haven't got the little children. You might have grandchildren and stuff. And you might not be cooking at home. But obviously everything takes more time when you're older, doesn't it? And is more taxing when you're older. I know we had our little, I say little, we had our Christmas drinks party last week. And, you know, there was 44 people here. So it's not that little. And but it went really, really well. But by the end of the evening, I was in agony. I couldn't, like the top of my shoulders across my back. I think where I've been working all day prepping and, you know, getting everything looking just so, I just had to say, I'm done. I can't do another thing. But I've had 2 nights sleep and now I feel absolutely fine again. But it does definitely take it out for you, doesn't it? So I've got my lovely little Let It Snow mug here. I'm just going to have a quick slurp of tea. Rob's taken Dolly out, so Rob isn't working at the moment. And so we're in that kind of, I mean, I'm hoping he'll get some more work next year, but and then he will be done, permanently done. Yes, he won't be going to work. So, yeah, we're kind of adjusting, let's put it that way. But of course, with the focus of Christmas, and we've just had the focus of the party, you know, it's all been a bit hectic, but we'll get there. So anyway, chatting away as usual. Today I am, it's a little bit late, I know, so I apologise for that. I am showing you, I've got kind of 2 collections. I've got Fat Face, just a few bits from Fat Face. They did a 20% offer and they don't do that very often, so I grabbed a couple of bits. And then I've got some Christmas jumper from Wallis, who are now part of Debenhams. I don't know if they were, I think they were all part of that group, weren't they, which was the Arcadia group. But now all the account and everything is with Debenhams. So I haven't even opened the bag. I ordered a few that look nice. And, you know, they may be low on stock or whatever, but I will do my best and I'll get this out for tomorrow. So today's Tuesday, I'll get it out for tomorrow. In this video as well, I will do the quick footage. I just did a quick whiz round of the decorations. You can see the hall decoration there. I lit the candles because it looks nice. It's such a dreary day. I've done the reindeer's head or the deer's head as I did last year. And so at the end of this video, there's a quick walkthrough of the house and what I've done to decorate the house. And also the outfits that I wore for the two parties that, it was my brother's party and it was a surprise. So that's why I couldn't say who or what it was. So my brother's party and our drinks party. So I'll show you what I chose in the end. And I have to say for my brother's party, I just completely changed my mind about what I was going to wear at the last minute and wore a dress that I bought last year. So it felt so chilly. I just felt like I wanted the knitted dress that I actually wore, and it was fine. It fitted the bill perfectly. So anyway, enough blethering on. I will go and see what I've got and how I can combine it. So I might wear, you know, these are not collaborations, so I've just bought all of these things and will probably return the vast majority of them. So I might put the Wallis stuff with the Fat Face stuff, depending how it all looks and works together. So I'll crack on with that now after I've had another quick drink of tea. And oh, this is all Meniere's jewellery. I do love this layering thing. My mum bought, see, I'm still chatting on, aren't I? My mum bought this necklace. And, you know, she's 92. And I think that every time she's worn it, that somebody new has seen it, they've complimented on her necklace. I've got this quite on the longest drop because I wanted it to just sit here, but it can sit up here or down. And it's sterling silver, and this is sterling silver, and it's just a lariat. So, you know, you can slide this up or down, depending how you like it. And this is just the M&S fitted T-shirt, which just comes out time and again because it is fitted. You know, it's kind of quite flattering, I think. So anyway, shush Helen and get on with it. So yeah, fingers crossed something looks all right. So the first jumper I've put on is £39 from Wallis, and it is an acrylic and nylon mix. I love the style of the jumper. I love the pattern. It's got all this embellishment here. It's got the real kind of like clotted cream colour with all these little studs on the black with the grey. And I think that side of it is lovely. I'm not sure about the fabric. I really don't know how this would wash at all. I got this in a large. £39. I don't know if I had discount on this or not. I know Wallis are always offering discounts a lot of the time. But it's a nice length. I popped it on with a pair of trousers. These are the actual SD trousers, and I would say these are my favourite black trousers that I own. I think they're very flattering. They're tapered. They've got pockets. But I think, you know, I think that looks rather nice. But I'm just not sure on the quality of the jumper, which is a shame because if it was a bit better. And then I wear this, you know, this SD gilet that I got, this down gilet. I am wearing this. This is my go-to now. This and the black coat, actually. And I think that looks rather smart. So, yeah, this is Wallis, and these two pieces are SD. But I'm finding this. I didn't think I would because it is a tad shorter than I normally wear, but because it's kind of designed to be boxy, I rather like it. And it's so toasty warm. I wore this, Hattie had a little school concert, and I wore this over a sweatshirt yesterday, we had to wait outside in the playground. I was very glad I had that on. Anyway, that's by the by. I'm here to show you the jumper. So, yeah, it's like I say, it's a shame it's not slightly better quality, but it's very soft. And if you've got any kind of wool allergy, then yeah, you can wash it. It says to wash on the wool cycle. The sleeves are long, but because they've got the narrower cuff, they're not a problem. They're quite voluminous, but yeah, so I do like it, but it's just the quality that worries me. And £39, that's more kind of, well, I mean, Primark have been doing some really nice stuff, so I'd say it's more kind of Primark quality at Wallis prices. But, you know, you pay your money, you take your choice. I do think it's nice. So, anyway, that's number one. I had to swap for the pearls, obviously, because this is covered in pearls. And, I don't know, call me a bit weird. I mean, I love pearls. I absolutely love pearls. But kind of on here, it did remind me a little bit of smallpox. God, I mean, you know, bonkers, yes, I know. It's all man-made. I got this in the extra large. Now, I don't know if that's because the large was sold out, and I probably could have gone smaller. This was $35.40, so that obviously did have a discount on it. But it's the sleeves again. I cannot fathom this sleeve business. I mean, when their models come in and show them the products, do they not say what's going on with the sleeves? Right, so that's the sleeves kind of with the cuff there. This is the sleeve, if I actually pull it down. They're very wide sleeve, which I like. But even with the cuff on, you know, they're falling down. I don't know. I mean, obviously all the ladies that shop at Wallis don't have to do any housework or anything. Because, I mean, you'd have a job to do anything, wouldn't you, without that catching? And it's a shame, because I do really like it. I like the weave on it. This has got a much nicer feel, even though it is all man-made, the same as the last one. It feels really nice. So it's a good length. Again, I think it looks nice with the trousers. I do really like it, but what do I do about the sleeves? I suppose I've got an elastic here. I've got hair. Let me just quickly pop one. This is hatches that might not even go over. Oh yeah. So I suppose you could put like an armband on to push it up. But even then, you've got an awful lot of fabric. It's fine if you haven't got to do anything, but I don't think there's ever a day in my life when I haven't got to do something. So I don't know, maybe because it's the extra large, and it's a real shame because obviously these are all stitched on by hand. I mean, what a job someone's had to do there. And I love the colour, I love the fabric. It's just the sleeves that let it down for me. I don't know if you can see, I've got a black bra on. I don't know if that's showing through, but I've got my Bravissimo bra on of choice, this one. Love it. It's so supportive, you know, it just sits just right there and is a good shape. I digress, as usual. Anyway, what can I say? It's a shame, I think. It's a real shame because, like I say, even with that on, you've still got all this malarkey. Anyway, that's number two. So this is pretty, isn't it? This is $38.50. And I'm pretty sure it's man-made fibres again, but it feels absolutely fine. Yeah, this is viscose and polyester and nylon. Very pretty, I think. Dolman sleeve, Batwing sleeve. But, you know, that's fine because you've got this narrow cuff and they're actually relatively short. I've popped it on with a skirt. This is an old, really old skirt that I've had in my wardrobe for donkey's years, but you know, it never goes out of fashion. It's just kind of a Christmas skirt, or you know, a glitzy skirt. So the jumper itself kind of goes down to there, but I think it looks better just, that's why I had to change out the trousers and put a skirt on, I think. And, you know, if you're slim hipped, flat stomach, then I think that, you know, this would sit lovely with a nice pair of pleather jeans or black jeans or anything really. I mean, it's very, very pretty. Not sure how it would wash, but if you were very careful with it, I think you'd be fine. I'd probably hand wash something like this, or at the very least turn it inside out and put it into a bag. But yeah, so this one I got in a medium large. So, you know, the sizes are quite generous. Now I've got to show you this one. I've got one more after this, but I have to show you this. This is unreal. This one was $38.50. And it's a similar shape to this one. But I can't get it over my head. Because it's got all the Diamante on it, it doesn't really stretch. And I don't want to like pull it down on my head because obviously I've got makeup on. And it would have had an argument with my wattle. So, but I just thought it was such a lovely colour and a little bit different. And I think that would look fabulous going into the spring, you know, if you were going out with a pair of white jeans on. And that one was $38.50 as well. I mean, I've got a big head, but like that isn't very big, is it? So I couldn't try that one on for you, but I thought I'd show you anyway. I don't think that's ever happened to me before, that I couldn't get a jumper over my head. But I maybe could have, but I didn't want to pull it down and, you know, risk getting makeup on it. So, and that's, you know, that's consideration if you were going out, isn't it? You'd have to put it on before you put your makeup on. So yeah, one more to show you. I quite like this one. Quite, you know, kind of blingy. I was going to say not too blingy, but it is quite blingy, isn't it? Kind of reminds me of country and western style. Anyway, one more to show you. You'll be glad to know. Oh, Lordy. Now this makes a nice change because this is blue, navy blue, and again it says hand embellished. This is a large, $29.50. It's got the blue lurex thread running through it. I've kept it on with the black skirt, but I think I quite like blue and black together. I know some people disagree, and it's got this kind of bib of embellishment. Now what I would say about this is it has that feel, you know, that kind of acrylic feel. It's got it's nicely ribbed, you know, it's okay for the money, but it just doesn't feel very nice. It's fine on my body, but when I'm touching it, it feels a bit cheap. But then it is only $29.50, so I know that's not cheap, but you know, it's lower end, isn't it? And I think it's a shame to go to all the trouble of this hand embellishment, but not on the higher end fabric. But you know, I guess it's all about profit margins. The neck sits very nicely actually, although it's a polo neck, it's quite deep, so it's not arguing with me. And I think that's quite flattering. Be very warm, so I don't think you want to wear it, you know, indoors too much. I know it's not ideal with the skirt, but you know, it's what I've got on. So, and the sleeves, although they're quite big, they're not too long. They're absolutely fine. So, you know, you could pull this up if you had something you had to be getting on with. But yeah, if the fabric was nicer, I'd say this was very good value, but then it wouldn't be that price, would it? So I'm arguing with myself really. Anyway, that's the end of the Wallis Christmas jumpers. There certainly was not the choice this year. Last year there was much more choice, and I was spoilt for choice last year, and I think that they know that this is all going to go in the sale on, you know, Christmas Eve or Boxing Day or whenever. And, you know, their profit margins are really struggling. So I guess they just can't do it, can they? So anyway, there was much less to choose from. And I have been looking for some time because a few people have asked me. But I think Wallis is your best bet if you're looking for a Christmas jumper at the kind of lower end price point. So I didn't put, obviously, anything with the Fat Face Haul. So I will shove that on now. Shove, that's a nice delicate term, isn't it? I will put those things on now, and there's not many, so I'll do those, and we'll see how we get on. So this is the first of the Fat Face haul, As I say, it's not very big, but I saw they had 20% off, which was just for one day. They had 20% off their party wear. So I popped on. And do you remember the really lovely blue velvet dress that I tried? That I really, really liked. And I recommended it to my friend who's only 4'11", and she bought it, but she didn't like it, which I wish now that I'd kept it, because I thought, well, you know, I'll let her have it. She doesn't hardly ever buy dresses. So I thought, anyway, it doesn't matter. I can live without it. But I got this one, which is Devore. It's the same design, I think, but it's, you know, Devore is the cut velvet. So these are kind of sheer, semi-sheer, and then it's lined. It's got the same little rouleau loops with the little tiny buttons here. Obviously, they don't do up. It's just a detail. Now, in the sale, this was £71.20, and this is long. This is the long in Fat Face. So they do a short, which is obviously shorter, and I'm 5'6". So this is an 18 in the 5'6". It's got pockets. It's so comfortable. I am sorely tempted to keep this for Christmas Day, and because it's much shorter than anything I normally wear. But on Christmas Day, I will obviously have flat shoes on, and so I don't get that extra height. But I'll decide when I see the video. So it's, let me see, it's just at the bottom of my knee, but it feels, I mean, it feels like I've got nothing on actually. It's so lightweight, so comfortable. You don't have to worry about any lumps or bumps or anything. I've got my highest tights on, you know, I swear by these highest tights. I did a little video in collaboration with them the other day, but I can honestly tell you it's what I always wear. When I wear tights, I always wear highest tights. They are, for me, the most comfortable tights I have ever worn. And I think I had a code for 20% discount. I'm pretty sure that's still working, and I'll put that on the screen now. Like, my collaboration's finished with them, but it's a bit like the Menier jewellery. I always wore Menier jewellery, and I always wear highest tights. So they are high end, but if you look after them, they will last you for years and years and years. Mine certainly have. I've had them for years. Anyway, back to the dress. Yeah, what do you think? I'm going to go and pop it on with my low shoes so that I can see what I would look like if I wore this on Christmas Day. So I put this on now with some little suede pumps that I got in Clark's years ago. These are my kind of go-to if I need to be comfortable, but still need a shoe. So you can see, you know, without the heel, it obviously looks different, but yeah, so comfortable, honestly. You couldn't get a more comfortable dress if you tried, I don't think. So anyway, that's that. I think I've only got 3 other things to show you from Fat Face. Now this is another Fat Face dress. This is a size 18 in a dark plum. It's the long length again, but it's a tiny bit longer, shorter than the last dress. It's got short sleeves. It's so comfortable again. I mean, there's nothing, it's not lined or anything, but it has got pockets. And this was £60 with the discount. So, yeah, so this had 20% off. I don't know if it's just a bit too short for me. I don't know, Rob's in here. Do you think this is too short for me, Rob? No, it's good. It's kind of flared. It's kind of flared. I don't know. I don't know if I feel self-conscious in it, but again, super comfortable. And you know, you're not going to get hot in this dress at all. So I'm just going to go and shove it on with the flat shoes, sorry. So this is it with the lower shoes on. Lovely colour, isn't it? I don't know. I will honestly make a decision when I've seen the video, but I'm quite taken with this. Just because it's different to anything I've ever worn, really. just so easy just to slip on. I'm sure it's washable. I mean, I wouldn't even consider it if it's not washable. Yeah, washable. So, I mean, the other one's more flashing on my arms, but this is just really comfortable. So I think I've got a skirt and top to try next. Now these both also had 20% off. This is the Valerie velvet top. This is in an 18 and this was, with 20% off, it was $39.60. Very nice sweetheart neckline, very comfortable. Now with the skirt, they didn't have an 18, so I bought it in the 20, the Cleo skirt, which I was still arguing with myself about whether to keep it or not. Because with the idea that if I take it back into store and they've got the 18, I can just swap it and still get the 20% off. But it is too big because it's kind of not doing anything for me because it's just kind of sitting on my hips really. But the jury's out. I would only buy the dress or the skirt. So, and the dresses are different to anything I own. And I have actually got quite a lot of kind of glitzy skirts. I love the pockets in it. And I love the shape of it. I would probably just wear this with the fitted tee because this feels warm already and I've only had it on for 5 minutes. But yeah, so that's all I got in the Fat Face Party haul, and it was really, you know, truly for me, really, rather than just getting stuff to show you guys, because I did love this skirt so much, and I loved that blue dress as well. So anyway, I will see what I decide when I watch the video. I'll just sit down and wrap up, figuratively speaking. So yeah, like I say, at the end of this video I will show you the decorations as they are, and then I was going to ask you a question. Mum's coming next week, and I wondered about doing a live with Mum. Now it would have to be on the Friday night, which is the 22nd, isn't it? Are you all going to be busy on that night? I don't know. But I thought we could have like a little Christmas sherry together and, you know, just have a chat really. But that would be Friday the 22nd. So let me know if you would like me to do that. And I'm sure Mum would be up for it. When I give her a sherry, she'll be fine. So anyway, I think that's all for now. I think I've got an M&S haul next, and I'll see you really soon. Thanks for watching. Bye. Hi, we're just about heading off to the party now, and I just thought I'd show you what I chose to wear. After all of that, I went back to this dress that I bought from So Sander last year. It's a really cold day and I just couldn't face wearing something kind of thin. So this is a nice knitted wool, and I've got it on with this beautiful necklace and earrings from Munir. So it's just kind of top of my calves, and I'm wearing it with the duo black suede boots and my heist tights, and yeah, I'm happy with it. Until about 2 hours ago, I didn't know what I was going to wear, but yeah, I've got the Lola's lashes on too, so hopefully it fits the bill, and I'll see you really soon. I've got my little drinks party today, so I just thought I would show you my decorations and the drinks party setup all in the same video. It's been pretty hectic, but we're there. I think I keep seeing things, oh no, you know, that needs doing. So I've got this black dress on. I debated so long about what to wear. I bought this dress for my younger sister's 50th birthday party a few years ago. It's a coast dress and it's very, very comfortable. It's got the fully sequined pleated skirt, and then just the slightly off the shoulder, it's not kind of madly off the shoulder, just, you know, a nice scoop neck, and that gives it a nice half sleeve, and that means that it keeps you cool, because, you know, when you're hosting and we got dancing and stuff, it all gets a bit warm. So that's me. I've got my Lola's lashes on again. Honestly, I have never worn false eyelashes all my young life. And now this old woman of 66 loves the old false eyelashes. They just give your eyes that bit of extra. And yeah, I love them. I've got these beautiful pearls from Manir and the necklace, and I think that sets off nicely with the black. And I've got my heist tights on, so I'm good to go. So I'm gonna stop the camera, turn you around so that I can show you my tree and everything. I mean, this really is the calm before the storm, but this is my hallway arrangement. It's pretty much the same as last year. And you know, I do keep it the same because I actually love it. So it's this Crackers deer and antlers that I got from Home Sense. It was such a bargain, I can't remember exactly, but I just love it. And the pearl drops were a curtain fringe that my sister-in-law saved from the bin and gave me. And then I'm pretty sure that those little candle holders were from Poundland. I can't remember, but I think it looks really effective, and especially when it gets dark, it's lovely. So that's kind of the entrance hall. You can see the other tree behind, and I'll show you that in a second. You can see we put new cupboard doors on these IKEA cupboards. We've actually had these IKEA wardrobes now for over 20 years. They were in our daughter's bedroom when they were kids, and with Rob painting the walls this new stone colour, we just changed them but kept all the hinges and everything. So I think that cost us £220 for the new doors. Painted all that the dark colour. That's Rob's little joke. That's Hattie's reindeer. And I've got the fabric that I showed you that I need to cover that cushion, but I haven't had time. So then we've got this bonkers kind of Neptune Santa, which, I mean, most of this, as I say, is the same as last year with the starfish lights in there. And so that's all very samey. There's me. Got this on the back of the door. Just a little Santa. I don't know where I got that, but it's really cute with the bell on the bottom. And then this is the door swag. And I was going to show you ladies how to make it, but it's exactly the same principle as the one I made for autumn. And using the same, I just took the Oasis out of the old one and put the fresh Oasis in. It's a little bit long, so I'm hoping the postman doesn't ruin it. In the downstairs bathroom, there's nothing really, just the Noel and that little picture thing that I made a few years ago now. So the candles are all burning, ready for the guests. So this tree in the hall, we actually got this when we were living in the cabin, when we couldn't get a tree. You know, it was ridiculous because there was no room. And we've got everybody's names on here, all of my direct family and my mum, and the girls and the children have got little, I had to write Tiago because it's an impossible name to find over here. And so it's got mum at the top, and then it goes down roughly in age order. And then that Santa, I got that in TK Maxx years ago, and not TK Maxx, Costco. And although they're expensive, you know, I've had that at least 30 years. So then we go into the living room, which we've got the garland and the lights above the shelf unit there, and the bells hanging down. That's a new addition. And then all the shelves have got little bits and bobs on. This is my arrangement for this year, and another dressed set of antlers with the angels that are from TK Maxx, and a poinsettia, another reindeer. You can tell I love reindeers. And then the Christmas tree with the angel on the top that we've had for donkey's years, and all the various, you know, I don't do that whole thing, you know. To me, it's about memories. You can see I've got Elvis in there. I've got a couple of Elvises. I've got my H that Grace got me from Fortnum's. And, you know, the kids walk in, that's the doll. I mean, it looks like it's been murdered. That's the doll that Katie made when she was about 7 and she's 42. And, you know, there's various ones that were gifted to us, little Venetian glass ones and things that I try and put on there. And it was funny because we didn't put on the, Hattie's got a pug. I'm just going over here to put this on. Hattie's got a little pink pug, and I still don't put that on. It's, you know, it's a bit big and cumbersome, and she walked in without 2 minutes. She said, "Where's my pink dog?" We still couldn't find it, and in about 2 minutes flat she'd found it, and it's hidden down here somewhere. It's literally fluorescent pink. Oh, I can't see it now. Oh, there it is. Can you just see it in through there? So they're so sharp, those children. But you see, there's one of the Venetian ones, and that's a Swarovski star just there that was bought for us. So yeah, that's more or less it in here, I think. The children are doing Santa's grotto for the party this afternoon, so they love doing that. They ask people what they'd like for Christmas. That's where I shove my Christmas cards, which are going down every year. You know, I think the price of postage is just ridiculous. Oh, and then the other big thing that I've done this year, I've gone a bit overboard, is what I call my Enchanted forest. And that's all the little trees and cars and houses and, you know, crazy perspective. That's why it's the Enchanted forest, because you've got huge deer bigger than houses, and I think that's a pheasant, isn't it, that's as big as a house. And then Santa there, and that's the jar with the Epsom salts in. And yeah, and then this little set of antlers on here with the bell. I was walking around, you know, trying to find somewhere to hang that. And apart from that, we're kind of all ready. Dancing will be happening later. It's just, it's not kind of food, so just some cold meats and some dips and a platter of small sweet treats and some cheese, the cream cheese and sweet chilli sauce mix, and enough. And then I've done a huge chilli for later. And yeah, and that's it really. What we have done this year, I don't know if I can show you, is I don't know where it is. Oh, here. I don't know if I can make this work because I haven't actually done it before. No, we've actually put lights all across the ceiling. I will take a photograph later and show you. So yeah, see you in a bit.